Hi, everybody. This is Pramita here, and this is my planning system. I had shown a few pictures on Instagram, and many of you wanted to see the details of how I work in it or how I did set it up. Now, this is an Amazon notebook that came in an A5 size, but what I did was I cut it down to B6 size and wanted to use this in my traveler's notebook, but now it's pretty fat with all the stickers and papers that I already have, so it doesn't fit into any notebook right now, or I'm not using it in any notebook right now. I'm just using it as a standalone one. So these are some of the extra stickers that I have, and this is how my bullet journal looks like. So I have been planning with stickers way back, and then there has been a change in scenario. There has been lots of changes in styles, and now personally I prefer using a very simplistic version, but I also have quite a few stickers that I need to use up, and that is one of the reasons that I am using these stickers. So I am doing a very quick flip of the journal so far, bullet journal or my planning system, and it works for me. I've tried various styles, but nothing seems to work. So this is a very tiny habit tracker that I use. I usually do it weekly habit tracker because I have tried monthly habit trackers. It didn't work for me. So I prefer to create a very simple, tiny habit tracker, weekly habit tracker that works for me. So this is the kind of thing that I'm doing. So I'm not a morning person, so I keep this as a reminder. So that's that, and here is the official flip. And if you're interested, then I can obviously do an October setup, because I set the whole month up in one go. So when I started this journal, I was not sure whether I'll be sticking to it, so I just did a calendar for 3 months, and I started January. And January was, trust me, very started on a very hopeful note. I thought I'm going to do a lot in this journal, but a lot has changed also. I was doing a day on one page, and um, I found a lot of empty spaces because I thought I'm going to do journaling in this, planner also. But it didn't work out that way. I have a separate planner journal that I use, and this is how I had set it up. So I have a day on one page, and this is how I had filled up the pages. I did some sketches, and then this was my morning routine, and this was how things were going. I always tried adding quotes because I wanted to fill up the empty spaces. I like a cluttered look in my planner because that motivates me, that gives me the feel that I had been productive, which is partly true. So I've used this quote: "Don't let the chill in the air chill your heart." It was pretty cold that day, and I used a snowman. This was a sticky note that I've used some stickers, and these are some washi tapes that I have, and some stamped calendar that I've done. This is how I was doing it, like a lot of space to play with. And as you can see, there's lots of empty spaces, but I do not like to have empty spaces. Whenever I have empty spaces, it bugs me. You can see it was pretty empty, and so I decided to switch things up. I made it like a week on two pages. So what I have is 4 days on one page, and this week along with it, and then I have all the other days. And this was February. So in February, I realized that that was not working for me also. So I decided to make it a week on 4 pages. So I divided the page into two vertical sections, and then I have made it like so. So it worked for me. Like it's a very basic one, mostly icons and half boxes, quarter boxes. Now, I have not bought any stickers for the last 3 4 years. Whatever I have is just leftovers from previous sticker planning days that I was I had. So these are just methods in which I'm using these up. So this was how everything was working. I was having more or less, this was working for me. So I have this as a this week section, and then some little bit of tracker or things that I need to do, and then I have this mostly icons and checklists kind of planning system. So so this was working for me, and I was pretty happy with the way things were. Like, I liked the cluttered look, but it was functional also. So that was done, and I try to use a little bit of quote stickers if I have something, like it just gives me a kind of motivation to work, go back to my planning system. And a pretty planner, obviously makes you go back to them. So what I've done is I create these tiny habit trackers, which just the basics like hydrate and bed by 10:30 and sort of thing. So I make things like this, and then I try to upload, just check off what I've done throughout the week. I have tried monthly trackers. It didn't work for me. I'll show you where I had used the monthly trackers. So this is basically just an explanation of what I've done. So some things worked for me, so I went back again and again. So this is another week. Again, as you can see, I have used a lot of quote stickers, and tried to hand letter a few things in different styles. So this notebook being a little bit wider gives me a little space to play with. So this was March, and I was using the same method, which I thought would be enough for me. But one thing I found was, when I am too busy or when I have too many things on my plate, I or if I'm not well, I do not plan or use my planner at all. So I do plan, that's all in my head, but I don't put it down or I don't pencil it in. And that's what happened over here. So I was not well, and also I was too overwhelmed with all sorts of things going on in my life at that point. So I was not going back into this planner, even though I had set everything up. So as you can see, I tried, but it didn't happen. So again, another sketchy week with only checklists and stuff like that. And then this was April, and as you can see, I've not done any goal section, nothing. I was not planning, nothing was getting done basically in my planner. But of course, I was thinking that I'm going to do this only in my head. It was not penciled in. Again, I tried getting back to the rhythm of planning, but unfortunately, after April, May was a pure blank month. So then I got in June. June also the same thing was happening. July, I didn't plan in this planner at all. Basically, I didn't write anything down. That's it. So but in August, I was mindful of the fact that I should get back into planning, because a lot of things have changed by this time. I had rejoined my job, partially. I was working part time, and then I had my Etsy work. I was also designing digital papers, so I needed to find time for that. So I needed some time to organize all these things that were happening in my life. So here I started planning, and this is a quote I had. I don't know, this is from Project Lifeguard probably. So this was just reminding me that it's okay, you're going slowly, but do it. don't just stop doing it. So that was just a reminder. And here I have some work schedule that I had put down. I needed to do that week, and you can see it's pretty full. And even though it's part time, I need to put in a lot of effort. And here I have a tracker for the month. This was a free printable. I don't remember the name of the shop, but it didn't work for me. I was not happy with the, because I rarely go back to my monthly calendar. So again, I was doing a day on one page because I was not sure what went wrong with my planning system. Why was I not doing it? But from 15th August, I started uh, becoming more mindful of the fact that I needed to plan this out. I was slipping up in a lot of sections which I would not like otherwise. So these were some printables that I used, and this is again a tiny habit tracker that I had done. Some days I just don't fill it up because maybe I am just too lazy, and but I did the planning as I like. So this is how it's looking. So this week I think I had some sort of breaks. I'm not sure. So this was my okay. So this was my husband's birthday week. So this is. I didn't put my habit tracker in this column, but I should have done that. Anyways, so yeah, here is the September. So these printable calendars that I have, monthly calendars, are from this is from Google. I don't know, but I have my meal plan done also over here. So these are some printables. Some are from Mambi, and mishmash of all sorts of things. Um, so I have them all scheduled, all my work that I need to do, and it was working out fine. So one thing I realized was that it's best to set up the whole month at one go, because then I can also have my color coordination done. So this is my meal planning for the whole week, and that works for me because I get to decide what I want and when. So this is like Monday, and because this week I have put it over here, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Friday and Saturday, Sunday I did on one column, but ideally I would have preferred two separate sections. So I got back to this vertical again, the same method this week, and then I went back. I love this page. This is so filled out and colorful, and I was very productive around this time. I was mindful of the fact that I should write stuff down, otherwise everything was getting messed up. So that was my meal plan, and this is this week. So I have my stickers down as usual, but I also have I had trimmed down the top from this notebook. So this is actually an Amazon Basics notebook, and I'm pretty happy with the way the quality of the paper is, because I've used this notebook before also. Here you can see I have a tiny habit tracker, and then this is my schedule for uploading videos. I'm trying to work out on that also. So this is this week, and this is Thursday and Friday. So I have my Saturday planned out sort of thing. So that's that, and this is weekend. I keep a separate day for Sunday because I usually work on a lot of Etsy stuff on Sunday. That is because my the other job, I don't work on Sundays, so I have enough time to work on my Etsy store, digitals and other stuff. So here is my meal plan for